Hello, and welcome to Cry Havoc Wargaming, dedicated to bringing you the uncommon. For those of you who haven't met me, my name is Ron, and today we're going to do an after-action report of Never Mind the Billhooks Deluxe. So let's get started. Longtime subscribers of this page will recognize that I am a fan of Never Mind the Billhooks, particularly of the deluxe new version. And what we're going to do right now is another game of Never Mind the Billhooks. So let's go to the gaming table. We've already set up the playing field with the Yorkist leaders coming in through here, and with the Lancastrians coming over on the other side of the field. They're in not as good a position, I would think. Part of that's because they were out-scouted, since Yorkists have light horse. That in mind, the first movement is going to be in the maneuver phase, which is what we're in right now, is going to fall to the Lancastrian. First thing they're going to do, move the Kerns. Kerns are way over here, and they're skirmishers. So basically, we each get alternating move action until somebody shoots. So Kerns move for 8. They're going to move to here. We'll move Devereaux's guys forward. He's got a company, a block combined with bows and pikes. These are pretty easy slopes anyway, so I'm not going to worry a whole lot about it. I'll go ahead and move the Kerns again. I don't have really good cover for Kerns here. This was a bad... I should have brought more archers and not Kerns. Jasper Tuner has a cannon up here on the ledge. He's going to fire that, which is going to stop the forward movement of these people. He's going to fire at that unit that just came in through here, if he can. 2 dice per guy. There's 6 guys there. And we need 6s to hit. None of those hit. It does stop the maneuver phase, and we now go into the regular turn. Activated by the playing of cards. And then the turn will end each turn when there's 1 card left. So the first card we get is actually a bonus card. We actually dice to see who pulls the card. So as you may imagine, the white dice are the Yorkists, the reds the Lancastrians. This card is going to go to the York with a 4 to a 2. We pull a bonus card, and they're going to get... You wouldn't really share these, but I'm playing solo, so... They get special event. Draw a card from the special event deck. And now they get special event treachery. Play this card on 1 leaderless enemy company or squadron. Roll a d6 and it turns around. Okay, so this is something they can save. I don't really have a leaderless squadron right now in the way they mean that. But these cards you get to keep through the game. The bonus cards have to go back into the pile each time, but this one does not. So we'll go ahead and put on a little roll of tartan as a way of remembering. And now we'll go ahead and pull another card. Skirmishers. This is the Yorkist, skirmishers, and artillery. They don't have any skirmishers. They do have artillery. Artillery piece is right here, hidden in these trees. And it's going to go ahead and fire. It's going to fire at the main ward, Jasper Tutor's command. That's this group here. No, they can't. They cannot fire. It's out of range. So they'll just sit there and they will wait. So much for skirmishers and artillery. Yorkist leader, Walter Devereaux. Devereaux is this flank here. He's going to go ahead and move them further forward. Devereaux is a commander 2. Because this is a block, this is only going to take one command to move them forward. But he can also move himself forward to stay up with them, which he will do. We can actually perform 2 of the following actions. So I could move them again. Do I want to do that, or do I want to? I think I want to stay on the high ground. I may want to shoot. I think we're going to do that. Actually, they may not be in range. They are in range, but it is long. But I think I want to stay on that hill, so I'm just going to leave it there. James Butler. James Butler is over here. He's the commander of the Pike unit. He also, in theory, commands the skirmishers, but the skirmishers get to work on their own initiative as they've been doing. Pikemen are just going to go forward. They're going to go move, I think, and start going towards clearing out that hill. So that's going to be, it's a move, so they're going to move full 12 inches. And Butler's going to move in there behind them. All right. Lancastrian, Jasper Tudor. Jasper Tudor is definitely going for it. He's got 3 commands. He's going to need them. So he's going to use the first command on this block. He's going to move them up. They're full 12. I think we're going to only move them up 6, because what I want to do, I want to get a trend of firing in first. And they're going to be in charge range pretty quickly if they come all the way up like that. So they're going to come up to there, they're going to shoot at this unit here, I think. It's over 12, but under 24. And there's going to be 12 of them. They're basically going to need 6 to hit. They're shooting a long way. They get 3 hits. Archers save on a 5 or 6. So they save 2, but they take 1 hit. So 1 archer is taken out. Archers are also limited. They only get 6 rounds in a game. That first shot, any shot, if they had fired instead of the cannon on the earlier, that still would have counted. Cannon doesn't have a limit, but the archers do. It's really just to sort of reduce archery fights. But we're going to go ahead and give a command to the heavies in the back. These are men-at-arms. And they're going to come forward. They're only going to move the 1 because they're blocked. And then I'm going to move him up there as the 3rd. All right, that's Jasper Tudor done. And the commanding officer of the main force is also going to go. This is also a Commander 3. This is Edward Mortimer. His unit's right there in the center of the table. Also these men-at-arms, and he's over here. All right, he's going to fire twice. He's going to fire twice into the pikemen here. I'm going to put them down to 4. This is still going to be 6s, still over 12 inches. That was only 1 hit. 1 hit, save on 4, 5s, or 6s. They save. Oh, that was only the first hit, though. That was the first shot. The second shot, only one hit. And again, it's a save. Then we're going to march the men of our arms up behind them. Owen Tudor, that's this body over here. Owen Tudor is going to come in behind Butler. Again, he can't move because there's no room. The Tudors are in a bad starting position. They've lost a good chunk of the table because of those mountains, which I think makes sense because they were out scouted. But it does put them in an unfortunate way. Lancastrian skirmishers. They can actually charge that unit. Most skirmishers can't charge, but the Kerns can. So they're going to do that. They're just going to make it. They're like cavalry. They're going to hit and bounce off because that's what they do. They can turn to face the flank. Oh, they can't anyway. It only took one action to get there. So the archers have to roll to see what they're going to do. 1. They're going to evade. Now, in the case of archers evading, what they actually do is they fall back behind their bills. I would suggest that means this isn't going to be a flank attack anyway now. Might not have been legally anyway. But it's the nature of how this is going to work, that it's just going to be on the billmen now. That's not particularly good for the Kerns. Kurds have run up and hit Devereux's block here. The archers fell back, so the Kerns are going to hit the bills. So we get to count all of the troops. There's 6 of them. 4 or more are going to be hits. That is not good. They did not get a single hit. Billmen are going to fight back. I'm going to give them 2 for support for the archers. So again, his 4s are going to hit. So that's 3 hits. That's considerably better than the Kerns had done. The Kerns are going to save on 5s. They save 1, but they still take 2 hits. They're going to go disarray. They have to fall back. That's the new rule for Kern. So they turn around and they move a full movement away. That's going to be 8 inches for them. They have to cause damage to the opponent or they're going to flee. So they're going to pull back to there. And they're going to gain a disarray. But we still have the artillery. The artillery is going to fire into the main block here. It's got 3 guys, so that's going to be 6 dice. It is hitting 6s. These are automatic kills, and it gets 3 hits. 3 hits. Pike blocks would have taken extra, but it doesn't apply to this unit. So it's going to take 3 more cavalry. Or more archers, I mean. Alright, that hurts. So that is skirmish and artillery for the Lancastrians, and that hurt. We get another bonus card, so we roll off to see who gets the bonus. It's going to be the Lancastrians this time. We pull a bonus card. These have to be used by the end of the turn, by the way, so perk. Take a free action with the unengaged friendly unit. I'm going to go ahead and take that free action. I'm going to play that card now. And I'm going to take it on the archers here. So they're going to fire a second round. And they're going to fire it into that unit that just took the cannon hit. So again, it's going to be 12 dice, hitting on 6s. We got 2 hits, 2 1s. No saves there at all. They take 2 more hits. They've just taken half their damage. And then we're going to go ahead and roll for that unit. So, morale. At the end of the unit, if the unit is daunted or reduced to half strength or less as a result of casualties caused by shooting or melee, unless it is engaged in a continuing melee or won a melee this turn. So we have to do a test first. We're going to go ahead and roll for those archers first. Archers are 2d6. We roll a 9. We don't have any modifiers to this. If the resulting die score is 5 or higher, it is 8. And greater than the numbers of killed, it is also greater because it was 6. So it passed the test. So it's fine. It's fine. So they have passed the test. We've reshuffled the cards. The markers get picked back up. And we go into turn 2. And the first thing we get is a bonus card. So again, we roll off with the bonuses. See who gets the advantage of that. It is going to be the Orcists. They get a perk, take a free action with 1 unengaged friendly unit. I think I may shuffle my units. I'm going to go ahead and play that card right now. And what I'm going to do is switch. No, not yet. No, I'll do archery. They're going to go ahead and shoot. Same unit that the Bill unit they've been shooting at. They get 2 hits. The Bills get to try to save those. They save 1, but the Bills take a hit. Jasper Tudor. Jasper Tudor is going to give 1 order to move this unit forward. They're going to shoot. We need 5s and 6s now. So they hit for 4. The archers save 1. 3 more hits. First one, I'm going to go ahead and move the men of arms up behind them. Walter Devereaux. Walter Devereaux, I think we're going to go ahead and shoot twice. Walter Devereaux's over here. He's going to shoot twice into Tudor's guys coming down the middle there. Oh, I can't shoot twice, but I can go back into the original formation. So we'll first move. And then we'll fire. Still going to be 6s. Only 1. That is not good. And they save it. That's all we can do, really. So, finally, going to order his horses up. These are light horses. They move 10 inches, 14 if they're charging. Into here. could charge. Yeah, we're going to charge in. First, we're going to roll for Audley's horse. Wow. Have to roll one more for Audley. Audley misses. Going to roll for Tudor's block. First for the pikeman. This is not particularly good. And then for the first row of archers. That's a little better. So that's going to be 8 hits on the horse. They save on 4, 5s, and 6s. I'm going to roll 2 at a time. All right, so that's 2 hits. And 2 more hits. Seven hits on the bills. We'll also save on 4, 5s, and 6s. They take 4. That's a bit of a hit. Oh, the leader should have just added a hit, not a die roll. That should have just been a free hit. Which means I should roll for another one, because that was 1 extra hit. Because he had missed, but they made it. So this is called a tie, so they're going to stay there and fight another round. Skirmishers, Yorkist skirmishers. All they have is the artillery. I might be able to shoot at the other gun. Nope, I'm out of range. Lancaster artillery. It's going to be the same thing, I think. Well, I could fire at the unit I was shooting at, I think. I think I can get away with that. So, we're firing at the last of those archers. Needs 6s. Nothing hits. And we'll go ahead and pull. I think I can move these guys away. Edward Mortimer. Edward Mortimer is going to send his guys in. Yep, going to charge in. They can't turn this time. All right, so we had a small error. Cavalry cannot stay after it charges. It either has to push the enemy away on its first attack or it's going to bounce. And so the cavalry has bounced back. Might have rethought this charge in had I remembered that. But of course I didn't. So here we are, going to roll a fight. We still have the advantage for the Yorkists because they've got a bunch of guys in there. So bills are going to be a dice per person. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, there's 12. 12 dice for that. 4, 5s, and 6s. So those are hits. Those are hits. Those are hits. Those are hits. On top of it, I still have 3 guys in the back row who get 3 swings for 2 more hits. Lancastrians aren't as in good a shape. 6 for that front row, 2 in the back. That's not going to help them any. They only got 4 hits. They have a bunch of archery though, but only 6 for them. The archers actually did better than the billmen. The billmen are going to save on a 4, 5, or 6. Six guys taken out. That's nearly destroyed. Also 4, 5s, and 6s. So they take 4. We're going to do a morale roll immediately. We're going to have to roll the morale. So it's 3d6. 6. All right, so they're going to be daunted and they're going to fall back. Okay, they don't have their leader with them, so they have to hold their ground. But that was only his first action. He's going to go ahead and order an arms forward. All right. Lancastrian skirmishers and artillery. We're certainly going to fire the artillery. We're going to fire it into this unit right here. It's from up here. We guys still have 6. Need 6s. No. Almost blew up. 1 hit. One hit, no save for that. Now it's going to be their skirmishers and archers. They're going to shoot into that unit, destroy it. They're pretty close. That's 1 hit. And that is all they have, so bonus, we roll for bonus. I think I just gave my artillery extra turns. This is going to be Lancastrian getting the bonus card. Take a free action with 1 unengaged friendly unit. This is Owen Tudor. And attempt to rally these guys. Failed to resolve them. And that is the end of that turn. We have to do a bunch of morale rolls. We're going to do, first we don't have to do a bunch. The unit is daunted or reduced to half strength. So we have 1 of those. That's all we really have. So I have to roll 2 for them. I have to roll really high. That's not really high. So we beat the 5 that was needed, but we are down 11. Okay, these guys should have actually been off the table. More importantly, this unit is now gone. And I think that takes the archers as well, so. All right, this is not going well for the Lancastrians. The markers all come up. And we pulled the first card. It is a bonus. I'm going to roll to see who gets that bonus. It is going to be the Yorkists. And the Yorkists get special event. Special events, false colors. Play on an unengaged enemy unit. They are unsure of the allegiance of your units and cannot make or shoot this turn unless you attack or shoot first. All right. I'm going to play that right now, and I'm going to play it on the pikes right here. So they're not going to be able to activate this turn, so as to not charge into those guys. Owen Tudor. Owen Tudor is going to have to try to activate his unit to get him up somewhere. That's all he can really do. Walter Devereaux. I'm going to order these guys. Do a little move. We're going to move there, and they're going to fire into that group here at less than 12 inches. This is 12 dice. Getting my rolls confused. This is still long. So they're going to need sixes. They need sixes to hit. There's only one hit. They do not save though. James Butler. James Butler has nothing he can do. James Butler's in command only right now of the pike. His other unit ran off the table. Edward Mortimer. Edward Mortimer he's the commanding officer. He's in a really good position. And he's going to order his guys in. So the first thing that's going to happen is that these guys are going to charge in here. So that's only 3 hits. That's not great. These are men-at-arms. There's 12 of them. They do get an extra 6 dice, however. So we'll roll first to see what hits. We didn't even mess with that many. All right, so... All right, I guess I'll borrow 3 of the whites. So our guys save, by that I mean the Lancastrians, because they are men-at-arms. They're going to save on a 3 or higher. They only took 3. They save all 3 hits. It's going to be a little rougher for the Yorkists. They need 4 5s and 6s. All right, so they save all but 5. The Yorkists have to roll. That is not good. They're going to fall back 12 directly to their line. That's going to be through the men-at-arms. So they fall through here, 12. And then they're going to disperse. So they are gone. So that's going to be 2 morale points gone. Well, I think that's a disarray. I'm going to go ahead and use a point, however, to rally that. And that is no problem. Charge on in. I think I can do that. I'm not sure because we rallied. I don't know if I can do both of those on the same turn, but that's what we're trying to do. The Lancastrians. Anything but 3s, they lose 3. And the Yorkists. Anything but 3, they take 4. So they lose. Not by much. but just barely. So being a loser, they're going to have to roll their morale. They make it. They beat 5. And they have more than they've lost people. So that fight's going to continue on in the middle of the table there. Jasper Tudor. Jasper's going to use a command to get his units involved in the fighting. He can't activate them. I think we just move him in. Bonus, we roll off to see who gets it. It's going to be the Yorkists. They get a re-roll. Yorkist artillery. They don't really have a target anymore. Well, they could fire. No, I think they can't. I think I remember that we're out of range. So Audley's going to attempt to recover his unit, and he manages to pull that off. He can charge in this turn because he's facing the wrong way. But we will turn these guys around. And that is not good. Yeah, that's the end of that turn. All right, James Butler. James Butler's going to order his guys in with Pike into this fight. This is 8 of the 12 I'm going to need, so. This is 4 more. Okay. Those are the hits we're taking. This is not good for the Yorkists. The Yorkists are doing poorly today. We'll roll first. For the big guys, you get 2 hits. They took 1 hit. And I'm going to have to roll for their... Oh my god, they're staying. Lancastrian artillery. They're going to shoot into the Skirriers before the Skirriers come running at them. They get 2 hits. There's no saving that. Owen Tudor. Owen's going to charge. They're going to switch places because they can do that automatically. This is actually a flea for the archers, is what it is. And technically we were supposed to roll for that. Let's roll and see if the archers fall back. They roll a d6. They roll a 3. Yeah, that's an evade. So that's how evade works. And when they have supporting bills, they can fall behind them, which is what they're going to do. Right off the bat, there's 12 billmen, needing 4, 5s, or 6s. And this is what I did wrong. We had to count the first line of the archers, but because they're archers, they only add 3 dice, because you only take half of their number in melee. But that is 2 more hits. So the Yorkists hit with everything they could. The Yorkists take the billmen. They're going to save probably on a 4, 5, or 6. So they take a whole block. Technically, that's not how that should work. They should be like this. And the Lancastrians take, saving on the exact same roll, 4 hits. So the Yorkists are going to have to roll their morale immediately. Oh, we forgot the leaders. They're both 2s, so nothing. 1 more hit. 1 more guy. But still, it's barely a Lancastrian victory, but the Lancastrians are fine, so they're going to stay and fight. Bonus. We roll first to see who gets it. It's going to be the Lancastrians. And they get dummy. Keep this card. Oh, that's just a useless one. However, anytime a bonus comes up, we do the fights again. So I'm going to do this one first just because they're only at their second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're down to 6 right now. They get 2 for the boss. They now only hits on 5s or higher. So that's only 3 hits. Three to 3. So the Yorkists take 2. The Lancastrians take 2. It is a tied fight so far. They're both going to take disarray tokens because of the fighting, finishing a second turn. And now we'll go to the other fight. This is the 3rd round of fighting for this other fight. And people start getting tired. Because it's exactly the 2nd round with the following. Both sides now have disarray tokens, so they're only their front ranks, yeah. No rerolls. If they survive this without collapsing, they'll get 2 additional disarray tokens, and the attacker will have to fall back. So I'm going to roll first for the front line of men-at-arms. They need 5s. Then we've got the front rank of the bills. All right, so it's 3 to 5. The Yorkists are going to roll for 3 hits. They take 1. And the Lancastrians and the Yorkists are going to roll for 5. I'm going to re-roll that one. Wow. They take 1. Again, that is a tie. I'm not sure though who the attacker is any longer. They had been the attacker when they came in. I think they're going to still count. I think they started this fight. We were numbering down off of them, and these others were just defending. So I'm going to assume that they're the ones who have lost this fight, and we're going to pull back. Well, they're going to pull back if they don't fail the morale roll. That's got to be done first. Okay, so they do fail. So they're going to fall back for 12. It's going to be to here, and then they're going to go away. Now that is going to be 2 more. This fight's pretty much over. Jasper Tudor. Jasper Tudor is going to try to rally his guys. He's right here. It's going to take one of those off. Big fight. Edward Mortimer. Edward Mortimer can't do much now. But he can move over to this group here, which I think he needs to do. John Audrey. He's going to charge. He's going to charge into that unit there. We're just going to turn to face him because they can. I think. Let's see what happens if you're at disarray. Oh, I forgot that. Disarray units have to re-roll 6s. I'm not sure we've done that yet, but That's something I'm going to have to remember. Charging light horse. These guys count as 1.5. There's 3 of them. Technically, there's 2 of them. The other one's just a command figure. Command figure is going to give an extra die, though. Those are all heads. I rolled the wrong dice, those were supposed to be the Yorkist. So, light horse save on a 5 or 6. Nothing. 5 hits. Whereas the Lancastrian save on anything, Lancastrian save everything, and take out the entire unit. Wow. With a leader. That's going to be 1 morale token for the unit being wiped out. I don't know if there's a separate one for losing your boss, but there would be morale. Well, I don't know if there'd be a morale roll for, I think that's pretty much game anyway, though.